Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nicolet Night Gymnasium for tonight's North Shore Conference Showdown between the Sons of West Bend East and your Nicolet Knights. Ladies and gentlemen, as your Knights take the floor, you see them introduced. We will have varsity lineups momentarily. We'll have the national anthem. We will start with the exhibition matches and head right on into varsity competition. Stand by on Nicolet Night Vision as we have the second dual meet of the year for the Nicolet Knights here at the Nicolet Night Gymnasium. Sure. At
least right now you are. We'll leave Nicolet green.
Thanks.
Are you going to do introductions? Yeah. Hey, make sure to remind us just to step out. They don't get that little thing.
Yep.
Remind me again, what's next?
National anthem.
Okay.
In about a minute. So, ready to go. You got this? Yeah, I'll try. I'll help you. Once you get started, I'm good. Ladies and gentlemen, one final reminder, please keep your masks above your nose and mouth. Make sure you wear them throughout the dual meet. Cheer for your wrestlers, and make sure that you are helping with social distancing, 6 feet apart, stopping the spread of COVID-19. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask all that are able to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your headwear. And we honor America and those troops, both serving at home and abroad, with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's draw weight is 220 pounds. Yep, first at 220 pounds, West Bend East sends out a senior, Jake LaVanway. Your Nicolet Knight, also a senior, Kevin Carter. At 285 pounds, a junior from West Bend East, John Dorrell. Your Nicolet Knight, a senior, Xavier Canfield. At 106 pounds, a freshman, Ty Trainer of West Bend East will receive a forfeit. At 113 pounds, a freshman from East, Liam Piankowski. Your Nicolet Knight, a sophomore, Dylan Lewandowski. At 120 pounds, a freshman from East, Carter Henschel. Your Nicolet Knight, a senior, Aaron Johnson. Up next at 126 pounds, a senior from East, Darren Pars. Your Nicolet Knight, a junior, Justin Schissel. At 132 pounds, a senior from East, Kale Piankowski. Your Nicolet Knight, a junior, Luke Lewandowski. At 138 pounds, a junior from East, Colin Shesick. Your Nicolet Knight, a sophomore, Caleb Reiswig. At 145 pounds, a senior from East, Jordan Ward. Your Nicolet Knight, a junior, Matthew Kiesel. At 152 pounds, a sophomore from East, Casey Gish. Your Nicolet Knight, a junior, Braden Ott. At 160 pounds, a senior from East, Caden Rummel. Your Nicolet Knight, a junior, Jose Medina Garzon. At 170 pounds, a senior, Crosby Schlosser from East will receive a forfeit. At 182 pounds, a senior, Victor Serrano from West Bend East will receive a forfeit. At 195 pounds, rounding out tonight, a senior from West Bend East, Aiden Orth. Your Nicolet Knight, our junior, Solomon White. Captains, coaches, center of the match. West Bend East has won the flip. They are choosing to report first in the even number matches. At this time, we're going to start with 3 exhibition matches, starting at 2 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute periods. They will be 2-1-1. Hold on, wait. Your first JV exhibition matchup of the night from West Bend East, Pierce Rummel. Your Nicolet Knight, Jack Albert. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Night Vision Television. Watching West Bend East take on your Nicolet Knights. Up first, we have Pierce Rummel and Jack Albert going at it in an exhibition match. They will wrestle a 2-minute period in the first, and they will wrestle 2 one-minute periods to follow. Jack Albert working a nice 2-on-1 on the left-hand side, forcing the head off or hand off the head. Rummel with a collar tie as Albert works a 2-on-1, circling away. Near side shot. Albert can't quite handle it. Albert presses up, takes an inside single, got it elevated. Rummel looking for a whizzer. Albert's got that ankle elevated, got it in the armpit, trip. Rummel keeping that arm tight down on that whizzer position on the mat. Albert's got that ankle secured across the hip, driving across. No points awarded yet from the official. Albert's picking that near side ankle with a crossface with his left hand. Crossface to the tricep from Albert. He's out in front. Got a spin behind. 2, takedown, Albert. Albert with a great effort there, keeping the chest pressure down. He's got a claw ride here with a spiral ride on the right-hand side with that right arm. He's got the hips broken down of Rummel. He's got a wrist controlled on that opposite side. Looking near side, half. Got his feet out to the side. "15 seconds remaining in the first period. Has two wrists turned under good chest pressure here. Rummel coming to his feet. Albert's got 3 seconds, got to lift. Takes him back down to the mat and secures a 2-0 lead at the end of 1 period. Albert of Nicolet leads 2-0. Rummel is going to take neutral to start the second period. 1 minute second period. Albert moving across the circle. Coming in tight. Looks for that single again. Can't quite get it. Has to clear the hands first. Albert with decent head position. He's got a collar tie on one side. Trying to block that inside elbow. Rummel on the outside. Takes a high crotch. Rummel in deep. Albert going down. 2 takedown Rummel. Rummel comes inside with a high crotch shot on the inside leg. Gets him taken down for 2. Albert's got 26 seconds to try and get 1 point back. He's into a sit position. Pressure away on the head. Albert coming out. Up to a quad pod. Albert again to a quad pod to his feet. Picking the hands. Got to get his hips down as they go out of bounds. And they go out of bounds. Rummel didn't want any part of that. Helps Albert up. Some good sportsmanship. 2-2 with 3 seconds remaining in that first period. Albert with a quad pod. Can't quite get it. At the end of 2 periods, the score is tied at 2. Third period, Albert's going to go down to start that third period, looking to get away, score a point here. Albert up, Granby roll. Got to get some hand control. 1 point escape, Albert. Albert's leading 3-2. He's got to continue the pressure here. Single leg on that left side. He's got it elevated. Rummel with a whizzer. Albert's got to keep his head in good position here. Rummel able to stomp that leg down, get back to neutral. Albert with good pressure, running Rummel all over the mat. Rummel with a deep double leg. Albert crossface. Rummel drives. They are no points awarded yet. They are close. 2 takedown Rummel. Jack Albert's got to work hard here now. He's down 4-3. He needs 1 point to stay in the match here. Jack is going to come up just short. Rummel of West Bend East wins by a decision. Final score 4-3. Rummel able to hang on. Survived that match. Jack Albert, the aggressor the entire time, just couldn't quite pull it out at the end here. As we move on to our second matchup in the exhibition, we will have again 2-minute first period and 2 1-minute second and third periods. Up next in exhibition, from West Bend East, we have Tyler Hawkins, your Nicolet Knight, Keith Connell. Keith Connell, a junior, taking on a freshman, Tyler Hawkins of West Bend East. He driving across the circle, being aggressive. Got 2 collar ties here, ear to ear. Key forces the arm past. 2 takedown, Connell. Connell with a great elbow pass. Has good hip pressure down. Looking to dig out an elbow here. Some wrist control, staying on his toes. Good forward pressure. Jumping side to side. Keeps Hawkins' hips on the mat. Connell with a half on the right side. Can't quite get it. Jumps back left side. Has right arm wrist control. Half on the left by Connell. He's got to get his feet out to that side to run it. Connell again jumps out, throwing a half side to side. Hawkins not able to do anything on his stomach. Connell with a right hand half again. Now Hawkins trying to hook a leg, trying to slow down. Connell with a deep half. Fall for Keith Connell. Winning the match by a fall in 1 minute and 4 seconds from Nicolet, Connell. Connell with a great job. You see him switching side to side. Gets that left hand deep in on the half. Runs that right wrist underneath. Puts Mr. Hawkett on his back and keeps him there. Great work by Connell, keeping pressure on the entire time. We've got one more matchup here in the exhibition side of things, and then we will move to our varsity side. Your next exhibition matchup of the night, from West Bend East, a freshman, Tyler Brockman. Your Nicolet Knight, a sophomore, Ty Buck. Buck and Brockman going at it here in the center of the mat. Brockman with a good snap down. Ty Buck pushes through, tries for double leg. Brockman with a snap down. Gonna go ahead behind. 2 takedown, Brockman. Brockman goes ahead with a snap down. Gets behind Buck, gets his 2 takedown. Buck needs to stay on his base, work back, get hand control, come to his feet. Switch by Buck, gets his escape. 1 point escape, Buck. Ty Buck with good back pressure, able to sit to his base, come up outside, and get his escape. Double leg from too far from Buck. Not able to get his head inside. His head is down. Brockman with a snap down, a little stuff. Has a crossface with his left arm. Buck needs to face, get to his feet and circle, and unable to do so. 2 takedown Brockman. Brockman able to get his second takedown of the match, 4-1 with 1 minute remaining. Brockman having wrist control on this side, looking for a half on the far side. Can't quite get it. Buck able to peel that half off on that left hand side. Got to come to his feet, though. Has to get better hand control and get pressure back. 35 seconds remaining. As Brockman now working on a coffee grinder, head in the armpit, got control of the wrist. Buck back to a base. Buck has got to pressure back, get his weight into Mr. Brockman. Buck to a seat position. Can't quite finish. 15 seconds remaining. Now Brockman with a half on the left and lets him up. 1 point escape, Buck. 5 seconds remaining in the first period. Buck able to get away on a sloppy half by Mr. Brockman. At the end of the period, Brockman of West Bend East leads 4-2. Brockman going to go down to start that second period. Ty Buck to cover, tries to chop and gather, can't quite get it. Brockman sits out, and Buck's able to cover the hips, looking for a power half on this near side. Got to get his hips broken down before he can sit over the top. Buck pulls him on top, looking for a leg. Needs to break. Buck needs to break Mr. Brockman's hip down before he starts trying to throw the half Nelson. As he's a little high, Brockman's going to pull his arms underneath. Buck in a little bit of trouble here. He's a little high. He's got to get his hips back, down and back. As he's trying to throw a leg, he's got to get back on top and get behind. Brockman sneaks out the back door. 2 reversal, Brockman. Buck got a little high, got a little sloppy, was unable to keep his hips behind Mr. Brockman's. Brockman now rides out the period. At the end of 2 periods, Brockman of West Bend East leads 6-2. Buck is going to have to go down here. He's got to look for an escape and a takedown with some back points. He's got a 1 minute third period. Try and make up 4 points here. Buck's got to get his head off the mat as Brockman had a harder start, got his elbow broken down. Buck's got to move. Buck's head is on the mat. He's got to get it up if he wants to get away here. He's got 40 seconds to make up 4 points. Brockman with a 2-on-1 wrist ride on this near side. Brockman with hip pressure going across. Missed the half. He's got a near side leg lift. He's looking for a Turk, not going to get it. Bucks out to the front. He's got 15 seconds to try and score 4. Got to get to his feet. 10 seconds remaining. Brockman now back behind, safe here. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Winning the match by a decision from West Bend East by a score of 6-2, Tyler Brockman. We will now switch over to the varsity competition. Draw weight is 220 pounds. Now we'll make the switch over to the varsity competition. We will have 11 great matches for you here between the West Bend East Suns and your Nicolet Knights. First matchup of the night at 220 pounds. A pair of seniors are going to go at it. Your first match of the night at 220 pounds, a pair of seniors from West Bend East, Jake Levanway. Your Nicolet Knight, Kevin Carter. Levanway comes hard to the head as Kevin Carter tries to close the distance. Levanway backing away here close. Carter pushing forward again, hard on the head from Levanway. Carter, good wrist control on the right-hand side, pressing away on the elbow. Trying to create some space, looking for that shot. Kevin Carter pushing the issue. Kevin Carter drives Levanway out of bounds with a good hard double leg. Good solid first start for Carter. Levanway doesn't seem to want to be in tight with him. Shot by Levanway. Carter with a good crossface. Got to get his foot down. He's got to get his foot down. Stomp that left foot down, Kevin. Lift. Not quite. Kevin still got the wizard. No points yet. Keep fighting here, Kevin. Keep fighting. Kevin circles out front to a double leg. No points. No points yet. Levanway can't quite score. Kevin Carter circles out front. Got to drop his hips, come into a double leg here. 57 seconds remaining. Levanway trying for a throw. Doesn't quite have the confidence. Carter in tight. Looks for a trip. Ooh, they both land on their back. Nothing yet. 2 takedown Levanway. Great scramble on the edge of the mat as Levanway comes out on top, and we go out of bounds. 34 seconds remaining in the first period. Levanway wasn't able to take down that first attempt. Carter comes back hard, goes to a double leg. Levanway steps in deep with a trip. Wind up on their back. Levanway with a 2-point lead with 34 seconds left remaining in the first period. Carter's got to have a good hard start here. Carter getting wrist control. Levanway comes over the head, tries a leg ride. 26 seconds. Carter's got to get his butt in the air. Levanway is high, trying for a power half on the far side. Carter rolls through, nothing yet. Levanway is high, looking to ride out this last 13 seconds. Levanway very high. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the way the first period will end. At the end of one period, Levanway of West Bend East leads 2-0. As you'll see here, the referee does not flip the disc. This is the reason for the flip of the coin at the beginning of the dual meet. The referee will flip the disc. Whoever comes up with their color gets to pick if they want to report first in the odds or even numbered matches, and then also who gets first choice in the period. Kevin Carter's going to cover for the beginning of the second period. He's got wrist control. He's got to do something with both hands here as he lifts the inside ankle. Levanway not able to really do anything, looking for a roll, unable to get that. As Levanway keeps reaching back, Kevin Carter needs to look for some wrist control and a half Nelson here. Neither wrestler really able to gain position here. Levanway with a near side roll, trap in the elbow. Kevin Carter needs to jump side, throw a half. He's got to get his hips up. Got to get his hips up. Levanway with a reversal. 2 reversal. Levanway. And getting near fall here. Kevin Carter's got to fight hard off his back. Levanway able to reach over the top and catch a half. Minute and 10 seconds. Carter's in a lot of trouble here. Good hard bridge by Carter. He's got to come off his back right now. Levanway's way too high. Come on, Carter. Winning the match by a fall in 2 minutes, 58 seconds from West Bend East, Jake Levanway. Carter not able to fight off his back. In that 58 seconds, Levanway got a little high, had enough pressure on his hip, on Kevin's shoulders, that he wound up getting the fall. We're going to move on to the heavyweights here. We've got a junior coming from West Bend East, John Doro. Up next at heavyweight at 285 pounds from West Bend East, a junior, John Doro. Your Nicolet Knight, a senior, Xavier Ganfield. Yeah, big boys going at it now. A junior out of West Bend East, John Doro. He's coming up trying to stand tall with senior Xavier Ganfield looking for the head. Ganfield's got to stay low, make him wrestle like he wants. Pops that elbow. Look for the moves that he's been working on in practice. Hit that elbow, take that double leg. Xavier, a great football player, able to utilize his strength and skills on the wrestling mat. Only came out last year. You can hear the coach on the Nicolet side, Jeremy Ott, saying elbow down. 2 takedown, Ganfield. Ganfield able to keep the elbow tight on Mr. Doro. Doro reaches in deep. Ganfield throws the hip. He's got a tight fall. Winning the match via fall in 53 seconds from Nicolet, Xavier Ganfield. Ganfield able to keep the arm tight as Doro tried to stand up with a bigger, stronger wrestler. Able to keep it tight, throw a hip in, take Mr. Doro to his back, keep it tight, and finish with a fall. That's 6 points for your night. At 106 pounds, freshman from West Bend East, Ty Trainer will receive a forfeit. West Bend East brings a big crew to Nicolet as they have every weight class filled, plus as the Nicolet Knights are missing 106, 170, and 182. Up next at 113 pounds from West Bend East, a freshman, Liam Piankowski. Your Nicolet Knight, a sophomore, Dylan Lewandowski. Great matchup here as a freshman from the Suns comes out talented. Dylan Lewandowski in on a near side singles, got a circle, keep running his head. He comes up through the middle, switches off, dumps to his hip. Piankowski looking to pick an ankle and roll through. He's got Lewandowski rolled through at the moment. Lewandowski hitting a switch, trying to finish his shot. 2 takedown, Piankowski. Dylan Lewandowski in on a great shot. He can't let Piankowski hang out there and get into that rolly funk style wrestling. Dylan has got some great technique, very crisp, very clean, but he's got to finish instantaneously. Cannot let somebody hang around with him. Plenty of time left. 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first period as Piankowski's on top 2-0. Lewandowski's got to build a base here as Piankowski's looking a 2-on-1 wrist ride. Not really doing much with it at the moment, but staying parallel. Dylan with a switch attempt, comes out to a sit position, up to his feet. Piankowski drops off to a single. Piankowski drops off to a single, able to bring him back down to the mat. No change of possession here. Still no advancement from Piankowski on top, just riding parallel. Dylan's got to work to his base, so he can't lay on his stomach. Got to force himself back, get up to a base. He had a great sit and stand attempt there. Has to do it again. Switch attempt again. Piankowski still not doing anything. Switch from Dylan Lewandowski up to his feet again. Piankowski rides along. Stay in parallel, 2-on-1 wrist ride. Piankowski's got 7 seconds to ride out the period. Dylan with 5, 4, 3, 2. That's the way the first period will end. Piankowski of West Bend East at the end of one period leads 2-0. West Bend's choice, they're going to defer. Dylan's choice, he's going to go neutral as he had a great shot. Just has to finish it right away. Can't let Piankowski get into the roll around. Dylan's first move forward out of the circle. Piankowski backs up. Dylan in on a double leg. Got to get his head up and finish here. Dylan in deep. Piankowski looking to roll around again. Dylan's got to get his left foot over Piankowski's feet here as Piankowski's on his hips. Piankowski's trying to roll through again, just like that. 2 takedown, Piankowski. Piankowski's got no offense for Mr. Lewandowski, but he likes to roll around and sit on his hip, and he gets into that roll around funk position. That funk position mastered by Ben Askren and his brother Max Askren. As they get into that roll around position, he's willing to let Dylan get in deep as long as he can roll around and try and get in what they call a gator roll. Piankowski again just right in the hips, not able to do anything on top. Dylan coming up to a base. He's got to get his hands clear and his hips. Warning, stalling, Piankowski. Piankowski not getting off the hips, not really doing anything on top. Dylan unable to get away from it. The referee calls a stalling. You have to make an attempt to make a turn when you're the top wrestler. Hard start by both wrestlers. Piankowski catches the arm, looking for a legs right here on that near side. Unable to get it, sitting back on the hips again, looking at 2-on-1. Dylan's got to get his wrist back as Piankowski's going to hang out here, looking for what we call an Ellsworth bar, a wrist and a wing on this near side. Now he's out to the side, and Dylan's up to his feet, and potentially dangerous. Potentially dangerous. Anytime that wrist is trapped and they get to the feet, the referee's going to stop it, as its safety of the wrestler is paramount. You cannot lift a wrestler and take them to the side of the trapped arm, as that is dangerous. We could have, as we live in the world of concussions here, you can have a trapped arm. No way to protect yourself on the way back to the mat. The referee does the right thing and calls potentially dangerous. We got 4 seconds remaining in the second period. Piankowski. At the end of 2 periods, Piankowski of West Bend East leads 4-0. Piankowski's going to choose down here. Wasn't able to do anything from the top, and great with his defense. Piankowski's able to defend pretty well on his feet. Has no offense for Dylan, but able to ride along on those shots. Piankowski comes to his feet. Dylan pulls him back to the seat of his step-in. Dylan's got to get out to the side, drive a wrist underneath here. You can hear the coaches on the Nicolet side saying toe pressure, watch the roll. He's got to get some pressure here on the outside. They come to their feet. Dylan's got that inside leg trap. They come back to the ground as Dylan's got to go. Dylan's got to put his head in the hole here. Look for a cradle. He's getting it hooked up. Piankowski is going to flatten out. Dylan running around the corner. 1 minute, 15 seconds left. Dylan needs 4 here. Piankowski able to get rid of that arm across the top of his head. Dylan's still running around the corner. Got to get that head. Got to pull his left elbow into his ribs. Piankowski is going to grab onto a leg and hang on for dear life here. Piankowski's going to hang out here as best he can. Try not to give anything up. Dylan running around the corner. Got Piankowski broken back down. 45 seconds remaining. He needs some back points or a fall. He's down 4. Piankowski with wrist control. Dylan's got to rip that free. And Piankowski's going to flatten back out here as Dylan's looking for a cradle out to the side. Dylan trying to cut Piankowski loose to his feet. 1 point escape, Piankowski. Dylan's got to go. He's down 5-4. Dylan looking for the throw, going to his back. He's got to step and make it happen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the way the match will end. Getting the match by decision, and a final score of 5-0 from West Bend East, Liam Piankowski. Lewandowski not quite able to snap him down, throw what they call the 2% or a cow catcher over to his back, looking for those 5 points, not quite able to get it. Mr. Piankowski survives and hangs on for a 5-0 victory over your Nicolet Knight. Up next at 120. Up next at 120. Up next at 120 pounds from West Bend East, a freshman, Carter Henschel. Your Nicolet Knight, a senior, Aaron Johnson. Johnson with a great start. He's got to keep his hips back. Good drag. Henschel drops in on a single low. Aaron riding along, got his hips down, got Superman punch. Trying to get his hips down and back, get Mr. Henschel's hips as far away from him as possible, stretch him out. Now he's got him stretched out. Now he's going to go around the corner and get his two. Take down Johnson. Johnson with a great job pulling that down, getting his hips across, pulling on the trap, getting him tight. A big step through to a Turk. Johnson got Henschel on his back and getting near fall. Johnson arching his back, raising his legs, got his head turned down. Now he's just got to adjust, get his shoulders flat. Looking pretty good, and a fall. Winning the match by a fall in 54 seconds from Nicolet, Aaron Johnson. Johnson with a great job as he comes across, hits a crossface, pulls that tricep back to his body, steps through with a big step at the hamstring with a Turk. Winds up keeping him on his back, getting 6 points for your Nicolet Knight. We're going to move on to 126 pounds. We're going to move on to 126 pounds. Up next at 126 pounds, a senior from West Bend East, Darren Parr. Your Nicolet Knight, a junior, Justin Schissel. Good matchup here. The nickname in the room for Mr. Schissel is Creature Man, as Parv in on a shot and a barrel roll attempt. 2 takedown. Parv gets Schissel's elbow trapped tight, get the takedown. They call him Creature Man because he is one of the most athletic kids in the room, has great hip movement, always goes no quit in this kid. Even if he's outmatched, there is no stopping Justin from giving you everything he's got. Justin trying to work to a base as Parv's sitting on his hips here. Got one arm trapped underneath. Justin's got to drive back towards us here. Driving back as Parv has that ankle trapped. Not able to really do anything with it, but he's got it trapped. Justin in deep. 2 reversal, Schissel. Parv got a little sloppy, got his hips up high. Justin able to snap it down tight. Go inside on a leg and throw his hips underneath. Justin with a 2 reversal makes this a tie. Tie first period with 45 seconds remaining. Roll from Parv. Justin's got to come up. Justin's got to come up and give up on the head and give up the reversal. 2 reversal Parv. Justin makes the right decision, gives up on the head there, as reaching back in wrestling, one of the cardinal things you cannot do. Parv again with a leg ride, but he's too high. Justin's got to get his hips in the air. He's going to pull him underneath. Looking for that reversal. He's got 13 seconds. Swim to the head, Justin. Pick his head on, pull it underneath. There, his hips are in the air. Now he's got him off the top. And he's looking for points. That should be one at least. 1 point, loss of control, Schissel. Schissel with a great job wrestling to the whistle, able to get his hips in the air, get Mr. Parv off the top. He got a little sloppy with the legs right. Justin able to come out the backside, get one at the end of the period. At the end of one period, Parv of West Bend East leads 4-3. Parv's going to start down to start this second period. Justin jumps sides with a chop, looking for those fingers, trying to pull that wrist in tight. He's got that wrist now, 2-on-1 wrist right, driving across. Got to keep his weight in the right spot, get his hips broken down, which he has done. Now he's looking, he's got a, we call it jungle ride. Uh-oh. Parv sits up. Schissel with his hips up. He's got to drive ahead. 2, reversal, Parv. Mr. Parv gets his hips out of position. Gets his 2 reversal. It's 6-3. Darren Parv of West Bend East, the senior, taking on your junior, Justin Schissel, out of Nicolet. Justin's got to keep his head up. He's got to peel that arm off his throat and go ahead and get some hand control. Justin will work back to his knees. Like I said before, there's no quitting this Mr. Schissel kid. He is a outstanding athlete. As he sits inside, cradle coming from Parv, and he gets his reversal here. 2, reversal, Schissel. Outstanding job as he gets tight. He saw the cradle coming, gets his hips down, gets Parv's feet flat, and is able to get his 2 reversal. Now he's got to jump sides if he's going to throw this half. He's got to get to the other side. He's got one ankle trapped on that far side. He's got to keep his hips up as Parv hits a short roll, hooks the arm. 2, reversal, Parv. 18 seconds left. Parv's looking for near fall. Justin not giving it to him as he bellies out. 8-5 the score with 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. That's the way the second period will end. At the end of 2 periods, Parv of West Bend leads 8-5. Justin Schissel is going to take the down position to start the third period, 8-5. He's been able to reverse Mr. Parv every time he's been down. Hopefully the gas tank here lasts for Justin as he goes hard for these 2 minutes. Parv with a coffee grinder head in the armpit and a wrist control on the same side. Now he's staying behind. He's going to try and keep. He throws an armbar on the near side with a wrist. Justin's got to swing that left arm forward. Latches his hands, tries to get it pushed forward. Got to get that left arm forward, which it looks like he's done. No more armbar for Darren Parv. Justin to a sit position. He's got to get rid of that hook. Keep going here, Justin. Don't stop. 1 minute and 15 seconds left. And you can hear the coach saying push back, scoop back, switch attempt. Comes to a sitting position, gets a wrist control. Trying to come to his feet, can't quite do it. He's got to belly out and go to his stomach. Now he's got to come up to his feet. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Tight match, 8-5. Mr. Parv leads Justin Schissel. 50 seconds remaining. Don't reach back, Justin. Don't reach back. Up to his feet goes Schissel. Turns in. He's got to get his hips back. Half Nelson now by Darren Parv. Getting near fall points here as Justin's on his back and in a lot of trouble. That is a deep half. 25 seconds remaining. He gets back to his stomach.
Peel it off.
Justin's got to peel that hand off his head, get back to his stomach. 14 seconds remaining. Don't quit here, Justin. It's tight. Ow. Winning the match by a fall in 5 minutes, 52 seconds from West Bend East, senior Darren Parv. Justin just not able to fight off that half as Parv landed in it. Had it deep, able to keep enough weight on him to secure the fall. Right now, looks like team scores West Bend East 21, Nicolet 12. Up next at 132 pounds, from West Bend East, senior Cale Piankowski, your Nicolet Knight, junior Luke Lewandowski. 132 pounders up next here as you see Cale Piankowski, the senior, taking on a junior Luke Lewandowski. Luke with a good hard snap down is a little deep with his right arm. He's got to pull that back. Good hard snap down there. Doesn't want to muscle him here. He's looking to break him down to his arm as they come apart. 35 seconds gone in the first period. Luke with a shot from too far away, able to get in tight. 2, takedown, Lewandowski. Shot from a little too far away, able to secure his hips, get his hips back underneath him, keep that single leg tight. Bring it up to a single, finish him to a step in. Luke now has a tight claw ride. He's got to do something with his right arm, though. Luke floating side to side. He's got a claw ride, lifting on the outside, takes him back to his stomach. .25 seconds remaining as Piankowski rolls him off the top. 1 point escape, Piankowski. 20 seconds remaining. Lewandowski back on his feet. Got a good, strong tie on his elbow. 15 seconds to try and score. Piankowski comes hard to the head. Luke stood there and took it. 5 seconds remaining. 2, 1, and that's the way the first period will end. At the end of one period, Lewandowski of Nicolet leads 2-1. Lewandowski going to take the bottom position to start this second period. We'd also like to thank, as we have a moment here, Aurora Sports Health and head athletic trainer Marissa Strelo and her students from Marquette University and UW-Milwaukee for their continued service towards our athletes in all sports, keeping them on the mat, on the court, on the field. They do an outstanding job of making sure your Nicolet Knights are taken care of. Sitting behind us here, give them a nice big shout out and a thank you for all that they do for our athletes. Luke Lewandowski with a good hard sit, clears the hands. 1 point escape, Lewandowski. Clears the hands, gets to his feet as we got a referee timeout. Referee timeout, mask adjustment. Referee giving the individual an opportunity to adjust his mask as we're trying to be as conscious as possible, as obviously we are in a global pandemic. Our wrestlers all wearing masks. Everybody in the stands has a mask on, staying 6 feet apart unless they're with their own household. Our referee wearing a mask, all the coaches wearing a mask, and all the fine people that are taking video here for you on Nicolet Night Vision wearing masks, doing a great job on the camera and on the audio board. Ear to ear is the tie for Piankowski and Lewandowski. Lewandowski now gets his head back to where he wants it. Stays in good position. 55 seconds remaining in the second period. Piankowski coming hard to the head every time, looking for a Russian arm tie. Luke ducks it, takes a double leg. There's that roll that we were talking about from the younger Piankowski. Lewandowski's comfortable here, though. He's got to stay here, got to elevate. High hips wins in this situation. Lewandowski scrambles out to the front. Piankowski comes out with a single leg, and we wind up back on our feet. And they work out of bounds. Warning, stalling, Lewandowski. Not quite sure on that call as Lewandowski initiated all the offense there. Piankowski has no offense yet for Lewandowski, but Lewandowski made his way out of bounds, and that was enough to garner the stalling call. A little slide-by attempt by Piankowski, couldn't get it Luke stood there, took it, put his head right in his chest, and said, "I'm here to stay." At the end of 2 periods, Lewandowski of Nicolet leads 3-1. Pienkowski's going to start this 3rd period down. Lewandowski's got to get a good hard start and a good hard ride, break his hips down, get control where he wants to be. Neither wrestler really has anything for each other off the start. Pienkowski trying a little quad pod here. Lewandowski hooks an ankle and is stopping that move. Lewandowski hard on a claw ride with a good solid ankle ride. He's out to the side trying to break him down to his wrist. Out to the side is Lewandowski trying to pick that right foot up to get him off his quad pod. Lewandowski steps out to the side, lifts on the hamstring with a claw ride, takes Pienkowski back to his head. Pienkowski's head on the mat, not quite sure where to go from here. Luke Lewandowski's got great wrist control on this near side, driving across the hip. Minute and 10 seconds remaining in the 3rd period. Lewandowski up 3-1. He's got that left wrist trapped underneath. Pienkowski unable to get to his feet. And now Lewandowski's got him broken down to his stomach. Now he's out. Out to the side. Come on. Warning, stalling Lewandowski. 1 point, Pienkowski. The 2nd time Lewandowski's been warned for stalling. He's got to get off that inside ankle. Lewandowski needs to have a hard start here. Lewandowski with a lift through the middle. Has him broken down to his stomach. He's running it across, looking for that Turk. Got a good claw ride. Back to the feet is Pienkowski. Tries a switch, unable to get it. Lewandowski's got a lift or cut him. Lift or cut him. Warning, stalling Lewandowski. 1 point, Pienkowski. We are tied at 3. Unnecessary roughness. Lewandowski, 1 point, Pienkowski. A call an unnecessary roughness, illegal slam on Lewandowski with lack of control coming to the mat. 1 point escape, Pienkowski. Lewandowski's going to give him a free ride to his feet. We've got 18 seconds remaining. Lewandowski down by 3. He's got to score a takedown here. Takes a shot from too far. Pienkowski going to drive across and hold. 2-1. Winning the match by a decision and a final score 5-3 from West Bend East, Cale Pienkowski. Pienkowski survives the match as Lewandowski, all the offense there. Pienkowski dives across with a gator roll, gets the crotch lift, and stays alive long enough to survive. 5-3. Lewandowski goes down to defeat to the senior from West Bend East. Up next at 138 pounds from West Bend East, a junior, Colin Chesick. Your Nicolet, a sophomore, Caleb Riseway. 138 pounders going at it now on the mat is Colin Chesick, a junior of West Bend East, taking on a sophomore, Caleb Riseway out of Nicolet. Caleb looking at that 2-on-1 with a good head snap. Chesick staying in front of him. Caleb stepping off to that side, looking for a jab technique on a takedown. Can't quite get it. They both come in over the top collar tie. Chesick with a 2-hand collar tie. Caleb with a shot from too far away. Comes back with a body lock. Trying to keep him tight. Gonna get his 2. Takedown, Riseway. Caleb with a good solid ride with an elbow pulled across the body. He's got a Turk. Got to elevate and push across the face. Can't quite get it. Caleb into that crab ride position. Looking to get some near fall here. He's got to get a half on the top hand side. Now he's got an arm bar going to come back out on top as Chesick sits across the top. Comes back to his base. 48 seconds remaining in the first period. Caleb leading 2-0. Caleb with what we call a whirly bird going across, trying for a tilt. Can't quite get it. Got to be a little tighter. Can't get so much distance to allow Chezik to sit up. Chezik sits again. Caleb throws a half. Looking to pull it over the top. He's got it. That sit ride position. He's got a power half on the near side. 20 seconds remaining. Cross face and pull on that far side. Looking for some near fall here. Pushing away. He's got to be close. As you hear the coach from Nicolet saying, whoo, that was close. Looked like a couple of near fall there, but not quite close enough to meet criteria. At the end of one period, Ryswick of Nicolet leads 2-0. Ryswick dangerously close to near fall there multiple times. Can't quite get him into criteria. Red's going to choose neutral. Improper starting position on red. Not quite caught, but we're going to wrestle here. 1:56 remaining. Caleb with an underhook on the left-hand side. Steps down into a single leg. Goes behind. Chezik reaches in on a single. Now we're in a sit position. Scramble here. Caleb's good in this position. Scrambling is his specialty. Comes up with a single leg. Chezik trying to crossface. Caleb drops down to an ankle. He's going to run across the front. No control yet as Ryswick is in deep on a single leg. Swimming for the head. Can't quite get it. He's got to pop his head out. Got to swim his right hand to that far side. Now Caleb's got to elevate, and Chezik runs out of the position. Didn't want any part of that as he knew he was getting taken down if he stayed in there too much longer. Ryswick in with an underhook on the right-hand side. Ryswick trying with a chin whip. Can't quite get it. And we go out of bounds, 50 seconds remaining. Once again, Red Wrestler doesn't have his foot on the starting stripe. Caleb in on an underhook on his right side, overhook on his left. Chezik tries to overstep. Caleb with a lateral drop. 2 takedown, Ryswick. Ryswick with a lateral drop takes him over the top. Looking to keep this tight. 25 seconds to fight. Keep adjusting, Caleb. Get it in deep. There's the adjustment he needed. Got it tight. That looks pretty snug. 10 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1, and Chezik is going to survive the period. 3, near fall, Ryswick. At the end of 2 periods, Ryswick of Nicolet leads 7-0. Chezik able to fight off his back and survive those last 28 seconds. Caleb's going to go down. Chezik steps over into a legs ride. Caleb dumps him to a hip. He's got 2 in now, does Chezik. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Caleb reaching back for a leg, needs to get it long. Chezik just sitting on top, not able to do anything with it, trying for a power half. No such luck. Caleb getting long like he has to. Caleb's got to bring his hips to us. Get longer, Caleb. Now he's coming out the back door. Has one hand behind. Swim for the head, Caleb. Get your head out. There he has it done. 2, reversal, Ryswick. Caleb gets the reversal, stays calm, gets long, fights off the double legs ride, able to sneak out the back door. Now he's working with a lead, 9-0, pulls him on top a little bit, looking for some near fall, got to roll through. 2, reversal, Chezik. No near fall awarded, not quite long enough to keep him in criteria. Again, Chezik very high. Caleb gets his hips up in the air. Caleb's got to swim for his head here. Put Chezik right on his back. He sneaks out the back door. 2, reversal, Ryswick. Caleb's got 35 seconds. He's got to secure the major decision. Major decision is anything won by 8 or more points in an individual match. He is up 11-2 right now. Working on a wing. You can hear the coaches yelling, no tilt. Doesn't want to put Caleb in any danger of getting reversed again. He has 17 seconds left. He's got to stay off his hips. 10 seconds remaining. Caleb's got to stay on top here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's the way the match is going to end. Winning the match by a major decision, a score of 11-2 from Nicolet, Caleb Ryswick. Caleb does a nice job handing out that last 28 seconds of the period, gets him set to his butt, keeps that elbow tight across, able to secure the major decision, 21-16. You can hear the West Bend East fans screaming about the team score. We're going to figure that out for you real quick. Up next are 145-pounders. We might. As we take a quick break, we have a score question. The team score looks to be just a little short for West Bend. As you can hear, the West Bend East parents let the score table know about it. 24-16 is the team score. As we move up to the 145-pound weight class. Up next at 145 pounds from West Bend East, a senior, Jordan Ward. Your Nicolet junior, Matthew Kiesel. Matthew Kiesel and Jordan Ward going at it here at 145 pounds. Drag from Kiesel. He comes back across. Great drive from Matthew Kiesel. Can't quite drag his toes, but Ward went for a ride as Kiesel drug across to a double leg. Ward comes hard to the head. Kiesel says no thank you, stands there, takes it, and drives it back himself. Ward with a far side underhook and head position. Matthews got to get his head back in the right spot, get his elbow down. Ward tries for a knee block. Kiesel with a hard hip in. Nothing happens. We stand back up. We're in an over-under situation here with Ward and Kiesel. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Kiesel with an ankle pick. Can't quite finish. Ward passes. Kiesel stands him up with an underhook. Ward with a little fake shot as Kiesel has got outside control. We want to work towards inside control. Inside shot from Ward. Ward again with a shot. Kiesel with a whizzer. He stands up with an underhook. Fights that off. Pushes back to the center. Kiesel with an underhook on the right side. Loses that. Moving to a parry position. Kiesel's got to work on the underhook. He steps in. Can't quite throw him. 6 seconds remaining in the first period. At the end of one period, Ward and Kiesel remain tied at 0. Kiesel is going to get his choice to start the second period. He's going to go down. First person to score generally has the advantage. If they go to an overtime and they get through the sudden victory overtime, first person to score gets their choice. As Kiesel sits out, tries to roll through, Ward sits down, doesn't allow that to happen. First person to score gets their choice after sudden victory. When they go into the sudden death overtime, that first point becomes critical. Ward trying to come out with an arm bar. Kiesel saying no. Got to keep that arm out. He's got to circle and face, get to a seated position like he's done. Ward jumps back behind and covers. Ward with a deep tight waist and a left arm ride. Not able to get anything out of it. Kiesel again coming up. He's got to face and get to his base here. Ward way out in front.
out of position here. Kiesel can get to his base, and they work out of bounds. 1 minute, 12 seconds remaining in the second period. Kiesel with a good pushback. Got a little long. Ward tries to pull him back. A vampire chin drop, as they call it. Can't quite get that. Now back to that deep tight waist and a left wrist ride. Kiesel's got to get to his base and circle. He comes to a seated position. Got to get hand control here. Tries that vampire. Kiesel catches it, gets to the front. Can't quite secure the reversal. Maybe that sent a little message. Ward got a little excited when he comes all the way out to the front. Kiesel able to catch that head. .30 seconds remaining in that second period. Kiesel's got to get away here, get at least one. Put him in the driver's seat for that third period. 2-on-1 wrist ride by Ward. 2-on-1 wrist ride. He's starting to come out to the side. Now he works his way out to the side. 10 seconds remaining. Kiesel's got to work out to his base. No such luck for Ward on that ride as 3, 2, 1. Our match remains tied at 0. Ward's going to take down to start this third period. Double thigh pry by Kiesel as he sits out. Starts the beginning of the third period. Ward just staying on his base, comes to his feet. Kiesel pushes down hard with a claw ride. Can't quite hold him. They're up to their feet. Ward cuts away, and he's free. 1 point escape, Ward. Ward takes a shot from too far away. Kiesel's in tight. Over-under situation here. Not sure we want to be in an upper body situation with a little bit bigger wrestler. Bad shot from Ward. Kiesel almost catches him to his back. Minute and 15 seconds remaining in the third period. 1-0 Ward. Kiesel tries to work in, looking for a chest crusher here. Nothing happening as Kiesel's got on. Ward snaps it on by in a front headlock position, able to get his two takedown Ward. 1 point escape, Kiesel. One takedown ties this match. Kiesel's got to go hard here for 40 seconds. Ward in on a deep shot. 2 takedown Ward. 1 point escape, Kiesel. Ward in again. 2 takedown Ward. 1 point escape, Kiesel. Ward in one more time as he is now turning on the gas. 2 takedown Ward. .15 seconds remaining. Ward's going to cut him loose one more time. 1 point escape, Kiesel. 2 takedown Ward. 4 seconds remaining. Is that the right score? Finishing the match in overdrive is Jordan Ward, winning the match by a decision, 11-4. From West Bend East, Jordan Ward. Going up to the 152-pounder should be a good one here. Casey Gish out of West Bend East going to take on a junior, Braden Ott. Ott looking to make a statement here. Up next at 152 pounds, a sophomore from West Bend East, Casey Gish. Your Nicolet, a junior, Braden Ott. Braden Ott into that patented Russian arm tie, slides it on by, gets his 2 easily into the cradle. 2 takedown Ott. Straight to a cradle as Braden Ott is known for catching near fall right on the edge of the mat. That looks pretty tight. Got to get that left shoulder, or that right shoulder down, just a little bit. He's got a minute and 30 seconds as Gish has got to fight for a while here. Ott's got to extend his arms and pinch the ear right to his chin here as he's got 1:20 remaining. Gish feels uncomfortable. He is tight. He's got to sit here for 1:15 as he comes off.
3 near fall, Ott.
Gish able to see where he was at on the mat. Kick through, roll out of bounds. 12 remaining in the first period. Ott in control. Right back to that deep cradle. Driving across. Gish back on his back. Guy said, trying to make a point here.
2 near fall, Ott. 1 point escape, Gish.
They wind up in an over-under position. Gish wants to get into a throwing battle with Ott. Ott doesn't want to be there as he is very talented in the takedown and ride game. We don't need to get into an upper body contest. Not where he needs to be. Benjamin Ott gets that mask readjusted, goes to that patented Russian arm tie he is so good at. Got 2-on-1 on that right-hand side. Right hand underneath the elbow, left hand on the wrist, drops down to an ankle as they work out of bounds. Gish wants no part of him in that Russian arm tie. Gish shoots real deep on a low ankle. Ben comes over the top, gets that far ankle. He's got to elevate. Braden's got to elevate here as they're going to get stuck in this little roll-around position as you've seen over the last few years. The funk, as they call it. Now Braden's into a single leg, drives across, gets his points.
2 takedown, Ott.
Ott again has Gish on his back. 6 seconds remaining. He's going to get points here. 3, 2, 1. And that's the way the first period will end.
3 near fall, Ott. At the end of 1 period, Ott of Nicolet leads 2-1.
Braden Ott, there is no place that he can't throw a cradle from. He could be on his back and throw a cradle and be ready to wrestle from there. Gish is going to start down to start this second period. Probably not where he wants to be. Right now, Gish's only goal is to not get pinned. Braden goes with a suicide-style cradle. He gets caught on his back. Braden comes back out on top.
Two reversal Gish, 2 reversal Ott.
Referee awards 2 and 2 as you got Braden Ott back in deep on that cradle and takes him across suicide style again. And call it a suicide because you go across your own back. Don't want to get caught there. Braden forcing away on that leg. Gish again on his back. He is wrestling again to not get pinned.
Three near fall, Ott.
One more turn is going to win it for Braden Ott as he goes back in, throws a leg on this near side. 17-3 the score. You're unable to keep up at home. Don't know if you have a scorebook long enough to see the amount of near fall he's getting. Up by 14, 15-point lead, wins the match. He's got 45 seconds left in the second period. Braden with a right side leg ride. He's across the top. He's got to rip his hand free here on his right side. 27 seconds left. Gish trying to hip him down, which he has now done. Braden's got to get his hips on top. Gish getting long. Braden's in some trouble here. Braden throws that far side hook. He's got to be able to keep himself up. He's got to get his hips on top and throw that far side boot in, or this near side boot in, excuse me. Gish is going to come out the back door. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1 point escape, Gish. At the end of 2 periods, Ott of Nicolet leads 17-4.
Braden's going to go down here to start the third period. He is up 13 points, meaning he needs 2 to finish the match by a technical fall. A decision is any win that goes by 7 points or less. A major decision is 8 points to 14 points, and a technical fall is 15-point victory. Obviously, a pinfall would be a match where you end with a fall and that opponent on his back. Braden with a Granby roll attempt right away. Braden doesn't want to be down here. Let's get back to where you're good, Braden. Get ourselves up. Get some hand control. Get him off our ankles. Braden a little bit upset that I think he's upset with himself here at the moment that he wasn't able to complete it in the second period. Had a couple of opportunities. Got a little bit loose. Wasn't quite able to finish. Now we got to wrestle through the last minute and 23 seconds as Gish now tries a cradle. No such luck. And at 50 seconds. Warning, stalling, Ott. Another stalling call by the referee on Mr. Ott. That's his first one of the match. Gish is trying for a cradle here. Braden in a quad pod. And in a stalemate here.
Stalemate.
Stalemate meaning no wrestler is able to progress from the situation they are in. Gish jumps across as Braden was coming to his feet, throws a leg in a cradle, not able to do anything with it. Braden's got to come out of that claw ride. This is where Gish wants to be. Braden doesn't want to end this down or up 13. Braden's got 40 seconds to go hard here. No adjustment from the wrestler on top. Mr. Gish has not done a whole lot until then, and Braden takes him over. He's got a half locked up.
Two reversal Ott.
He's got a cradle locked up, so he's got a pinning combination. He's got 15 seconds to try and finish. Gish trying to survive with only a tech fall. Braden's got him tight. 5 seconds. Fall for Braden Ott.
Winning the match via fall in 5 minutes, 57 seconds. From Nicolet, Braden Ott.
Gish tried to make it last as long as he could. Braden Ott able to come out with a reversal, throw a half, and get an inside cradle. Locks him up tight, puts the match away. We are now 27-22. We're going to move up to the 160-pounders here.
Up next at 160 pounds from West Bend East, a senior, Caden Rummel. Your Nicolet Knight, Jose Medina Garcon.
Medina wrestling really well so far this year. He's got to be able to stay in front, keep his head on top of his shoulders here. Head up and wrestle hard, looking for wrist control. Rummel with a head snap to a fake. Big shot from Rummel. Medina tries to throw him over with a cow catcher. Can't quite finish. Dives in across the body. He's got to get his hips in front. Got the leg elevated. Now he's got it in the air. And he's got his takedown. The referee has not awarded it yet. Referee decided that behind the body and all 4 points of contact did not award the takedown. Not sure I agree with that one. And Rummel's going to come out on top with a takedown.
2 takedown Rummel.
Again, not quite sure how we didn't get a 2 there for Mr. Medina. Had a single leg, had him on all fours and behind the body as we work out of bounds with 38 seconds remaining. But nonetheless, Medina tries a little bit of an ill-advised headlock, and Rummel comes out on top with a takedown. Medina's going to go down with 38 seconds remaining in the first period. Medina sit and turn. He's got up to his feet, got the hands separated, and he's got his escape.
1 point escape, Medina.
Rummel again on that collar tie. Medina standing right in his face, taking it, pounding the head, faking a shot, getting inside ties. Rummel tries a slide by, can't get it to work. Barrel roll attempt from Rummel as he's able to run the corner. No takedown as they run out of time.
At the end of one period, Rummel of West Bend leads 2-1.
Medina's going to start down to start the second period. He's going to give it a whirl, coming up to his feet like he did last time. Great sit back, turn in, and come to his feet for an easy escape last period. Up to his feet hard. Rummel's able to stop that first move. Now he has that whirlybird, that jungle ride whirlybird locked up. Wrist across the body, hand under the hamstring. Able to secure it. Now he's going to sit across on a cross wrist ride. Lifts that far side looking for a Turk. Can't quite get it. Rummel trying what they call a barbed wire. Can't get it. He picks a hand. Medina to his feet, gets his escape.
1 point escape, Medina.
We got a brand new match here at 2-2, 1:18 left in the second period. Medina in on a single leg. He's got it elevated. Lift. And he gets his takedown. Now he's got the 2.
2 takedown, Medina.
There, he's got his 2. He secures it. Leaves no question. Yeah, has a wrist tied across that left-hand side. Pulling it across the back. Getting that baseball grip. Take his time. He's got 50 seconds. He's got time. Trying for a cow catcher here. Ill-advised, goes out to the front. Doesn't finish. Rummel's got his arm trapped behind his back, and he's going to get a 2 reversal.
2 reversal, Rummel.
And now he's got Medina in some trouble. He's got his arm trapped, tries to go across the body for a half on the far side. Not quite sure why. 20 seconds. Medina needs to get 1 lead into the third period. 15 seconds remaining. Six seconds as they're out of bounds. And we work out of bounds. Medina has 6 seconds. Medina's got 6 seconds to score 1 point. He needs a lead going into this third period. As you can imagine, Rummel is going to choose down. And so far, Medina's gotten reversed when he was on top. Medina with a roll through. Can't quite hit the Grammy. 2-1. At the end of 2 periods, your score's tied at 4. Point free ride to the feet, and Rummel. Medina's going to give Rummel a free ride to his feet. He'd rather win this match on his feet. Medina is down 5-4. He gives him a free escape. Rummel's going to turn it on now. In deep on a high crotch. Medina set to Chezik is going to survive the period. 2 takedown. 2 takedown.
3 near fall. Riselet.
Down 7-4. He's got to run hard here as Rummel gets that arm across the back. Gives up on it. It's a little high here. That arm has got to stay at 90 degrees or less. Referee's got a good look on it. And Rummel has Medina on his back with a half, and his arm is stuck behind his back. Medina pushes off his heels, gets himself planted, and gives up a fall, winning the match by a fall in 4 minutes, 40 seconds. From West Bend East, Caden Rummel.
At 170 pounds, Crosby Schlosser of West Bend East will receive a forfeit. At 182 pounds, Victor Serrano of West Bend East will receive a forfeit.
2 forfeits in a row by Nicolet is going to put this one out of reach for the night. One of the problems with not having a full lineup, but working hard. We're going to go into the final match of the night at 195 pounds. Going to get a senior from West Bend East and your junior from Nicolet. Up next at 195 pounds, from West Bend East, Aiden Orth, your Nicolet Knight, Solomon White. Aiden Orth and Solomon White going at it in the last varsity matchup of the night here. Won't be the last matchup of the night. We've got a couple of exhibition matches for you here following. But Solomon White and Aiden Orth going at it in the middle of the circle with an N. Aiden with a big snap down. Snaps Solomon off his feet straight to his back. He's got him cinched up here pretty tight. Big bridge by Solomon. Fighting hard off his back. Working his arm through. Great job by Solomon to not give it up. 2 takedown Orth. 3 near fall Orth. Solomon working hard to get off his back there. Great fight from Solomon White. Aiden Orth way too high. He's got to look for the head. Don't look into the half. Got to get his butt in the air. Now Aiden Orth is in a better position for West Bend. Minute and 5 seconds remaining in the third period, or in the first period, excuse me. Called a butcher or a barbed wire bundle of arms as Solomon fights that off. Has the elbow pulled across his body, looking for a single leg up to his knees, coming up to his feet. Drive it in, switches to a double leg, runs across for a reversal. 2 reversal White. Great job by Solomon White coming up hard with a single leg. Switches off to a double, what they call the Barsgar finish. Drives him all the way to the other side, gets a reversal in front of his own bench. Much to the delight of his coach as Solomon White wrestling through 2 tough positions here with 16 seconds remaining. Switches off to a double leg, can't quite stop it, and Orth is going to get 1 escape. 1 point escape, Orth. 5 seconds remaining in this first period. 2, 1. At the end of 1 period, Orth of West Bend leads 6-2. Orth is going to start this period in the down position. Hoping to get that escape. Solomon's got to have a good hard start. Stop Orth's first move and look for his ride. Either wrestler with an overly hard start. Solomon looking to gather the arm on the left side. Orth not doing much on the bottom either. Just kind of hanging out. Got his head on the mat looking for hand control. Solomon's got to stay underneath the arms here. He's looking for a wrist on this side. Looking for a half, but he's got to break the hips down first. Switches to a double leg, drives him down. Looks for the half, just misses. Gets behind. Good mat return from Solomon White. As we work out of bounds, minute 20 seconds remaining in the second period. Solomon White with a great mat return. Switches off to a double, drives across. Takes Mr. Orth all the way to the other side of the mat. Regains control. Orth looking for a switch off the whistle, not able to get it. Solomon falls off the top. He's got to get underneath the armpits of Mr. Orth here. On the far side, he's way too high. Orth is going to reach back, take a leg. Looking for a heel. Solomon's got a lift on that ankle. He's got that taken down. He's got to get his right hand back. He's got to rip that right hand back behind the armpit here. Orth up to his feet, dives in on a single. Solomon's got a crossface hard with his right hand side, lift on this near side ankle. Solomon's got to use his hands here. He pushes away. Great work there by Solomon White. Now he's got to stuff the head, spin behind, get his control back. Great job regaining control by Solomon White. Working hard here to stay on top. Got a good minute and 40-second ride going on here. As Orth is unable to get away in the last 3 attempts. Solomon's got to drop down and takes him back down. Got to get his hips up, and he does. 8 seconds remaining. Now he's got some wrist control. 3, 2, 1. Solomon White is going to ride out Aiden Orth for that entire second period. At the end of 2 periods, Orth, West Bend leads 6-2. Solomon's going to go back on his feet with an attempt to take him down. Solomon's got a great double leg here. And he's got to go. He's got 2 minutes to turn it up. Both wrestlers kind of going forehead to forehead here. Solomon's got to go here. He's got 1:25 seconds remaining. Neither wrestler doing much on their feet. Orth with a lazy snap down attempt. Solomon's got to turn up the pressure here. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Orth with a shot. Solomon's got to stuff the head, circle to the side, cross face, and lift an ankle. Solomon's got a circle here, and he gives up the 2 takedown.
2 takedown, Orth.
Solomon stopped pushing himself out in front as he gives up the takedown. 8-2 now the lead for Mr. Orth.
Circle right. Circle right. Circle right.
Solomon not quite done here yet. He's got 35 seconds. He's circling out to the front, looking to score a point here. Drives in on a single leg.
Keep driving.
Run in the corner, gets his reversal. Attaboy, Solomon White.
2 reversal, White.
Nice job. He's going to cut him loose, give him 1.
Gonna separate.
Did not give him the 1. Let Orth dive back in on a leg. And going to get his reversal.
2 reversal, Orth.
Solomon in that situation's got to cut him loose, get free from him, and then work to take him to his back for a 5-point move. Instead, the match is going to end in a decision 10-4.
Winning the match by a decision. The final score, 10-4. From West Bend East, Aiden Orth.
That's right, dual meet score? Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere as we switch from the varsity action to the exhibition again. We have a bunch of matches that are going to be great for you. Up first, we're going to have Jack Albert and Logan Greger, followed by Keith Connell and Aiden Mert, Ty Buck, Connor Stelt, Kevin Carter and Emerson Orth, Aaron Johnson, Darren Parv. We've got a bunch more coming up. Don't go anywhere here on Nicolet Night Vision on YouTube. Final dual meet score is West Bend East 48, your Nicolet Knights 22. Hard fought from your Knights, just outmatched today by the Suns. Full lineup will do that for you as Nicolet gives up 18 points and forfeit. You take away those 18 points, that match is 22-30. Hard fought, good wrestling. Now we'll head back to the exhibition matches. The periods will go back to 2 minutes first period, 1 minute second period, 1 minute third period. I apologize. Final dual meet scores, West Bend East 45, Nicolet 25. Once again, if you take away those 18 points and forfeits, this is a very close dual meet. Your Knights are right there in the conference. West Bend East is a very good team. So, one more time, we'd like to thank everybody joining us on Nicolet Night Vision on YouTube. Got a bunch of great Nicolet students here doing some outstanding camera work. They're doing some outstanding work on the boards, the switchboards, video and audio. And one more time, we'd like to thank from Aurora Sports Health, Marissa Strelo, as she takes care of the athletes both on and off the mat. She's got students from University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and Marquette helping your young men and women in all sports. Across the board, football, volleyball, basketball, swimming, wrestling, anything you can think of, they take care of your young athletes on and off the court. We've got things figured out at the head table, and we are going to start. We're going to start our exhibition matches. We're going to start out with Mr. Jack Albert from Nicolet and Logan Greger from West Bend East. Officials calling him to the mat. Wrestlers are reporting. Back to exhibition matchups. Up first, from West Bend East, Logan Greger. Your Nicolet Knight, Jack Albert. 2-1-1 is the match. Jack Albert and Logan Greger going at it in the center of the circle on the Nicolet end. Going at it. Jack Albert pushing forward, clearing hands, trying for a 2-on-1. Greger dives in on a single from too far away. Jack's got to get his hips back, gets his hips down. Greger lifts and gets his takedown to his back. 2 takedown, Greger. And Albert able to fight to his stomach. He's got to swim that right hand forward, look away from the half and peel it. Now he's up to his base and was able to fight off the half. No back points awarded. As Jack does a great job getting back to his base. He's got to peel that hand off his tricep, get to a base as Mr. Greger looks for a barbed wire or a butcher finish. As he's pulling that arm across the chest. Now he jumps back looking for a far side cradle. Looking for that crossface cradle. Has those hands broken. Coming to his feet is Jack Albert. Now Greger looking for a legs ride. Sitting on the hip is Greger. Looking for a power half. Not out the side yet. We got 40 seconds remaining in this period. He's digging a wrist out on one side. Not able to do anything with it. Laying on top here. Now he throws legs back in. Let's see what he can do with those in the last 30 seconds. 25 seconds remaining. As you see Greger, you get a view of Greger with 2 legs in, not able to do anything else with it. Now he's thrown a half. He's got to peel that off. Referee in close, looking for potentially dangerous. Jack gets that peeled off the head as we got 10 seconds left. And Greger jumps the other side, throws a half with 5 remaining. 4, 3, and a fall. Winning the match by a fall in 1 minute, 57 seconds. From West Bend East, Logan Greger. We're going to go again. We've got Keenan Connell coming up here from the 9th versus Aiden Mert. Another 2-1-1 matchup. Up next from West Bend East, Aiden Merritt's your Nicolet Knight, Key Connell. Wrestlers at the center of the circle. Referee blows whistle. Key Connell comes in with fire underneath him. As they get a little bit pushy, he's leading hard. Dives in on a single from too far away. Gets his hips underneath him. Turns the corner. Has Mr. Merritt's going to his back. 2 takedown, Connell. Little bit of fire out of Connell here today. Like to see it. Drives across, hits that single leg, gets up to his knees, runs the corner. Now he's got to get his hips on top as Merritt's has his arm pulled underneath. He's too high. Don't pull him on top of yourself, Key. You're getting yourself in trouble here. As you can hear, the West Bend coach is getting excited. Key Connell a little too close to putting himself on his back. He's got to understand where his shoulders are as he lifts through on the hamstring trying for a Turk. Now he's looking for that butcher finish, running around the head. Got to get his hips broken down, cross facing hard, running that corner. Key's got to stop leaning and he's got to keep running his feet. Every time that hip goes down to the mat, he puts himself in danger. He's got to stay on his toes here. Got to get his hips up. Got to keep that belt buckle facing the mat. Right now, he can drive him right over his balance point like he's done. Reverse a half. He's got Mr. Merritt's on his back. He's got him tight, and he's got to keep that tight. Key doesn't get his body out to the side and tee off quite right. Merritt's goes across his back. We got 15 seconds remaining. Two near fall Connell, two reversal Merritt's, three near fall Merritt's. I don't know. He did. Two Keenan, two Merritt, three. Yeah, he got two, which was garbage. A terrible call. Not quite sure how we didn't get a 3 and 3, but nonetheless, we shake it out down to two near fall for Mr. Connell. We get a two reversal for Mr. Merritt, and we get a 3 near fall for Mr. Merritt. Your score right now, trying to keep up, is 5-4. Mr. Merritt from West Bend East. We got 10 seconds remaining in the first period. Key's got to work back to his feet. That's it. That's terrible. At the end of one period, Aiden Merritt of West Bend leads 5-4. Merritt's going to start this second period, 1 minute second period on the bottom side. He with a good hard start on top. He's got to get some wrist control as he's driving across. Merritt's looking for a roll. He's got to throw a half on the left side. Throw a half on the left side, Key. Come on. Merritt's with a roll through. He's got him tight. Two reversal Merritt's. Winning the match by a fall in 2 minutes and 20 seconds from West Bend, Aiden Merritt's. Tough match there for Key Connell as he comes across, gets his arms stuck underneath. Merritt rolls him through to his back, keeps him there, and finishes the match with a fall in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. We're going to have Ty Buck and Connor Stelt coming up here for you. Another exhibition match. We're going to try and get them as many as we can. Up next from West Bend, Connor Stelt, your Nicolet, Ty Buck. Ty Buck and Connor Stelt going at it. Stelt with a deep shot. Buck's got a cross face through a leg, is sitting to his hip. He's got to get his hips back. He's going to belly out, give up the two. Two takedown, Stelt. Buck getting to his feet, got a circle. Stelt looking for a cradle, kicks it back. Buck's got to go all the way through. Can't quite get it. Buck's now got to pick some hands and fight off his back here. Winning the match by a fall in 34 seconds from West Bend, Connor Stelt. Once Buck didn't get hand control and kept his head close to his knee, Stelt jumps across, throws a cradle. Buck unable to come out of that. We're going to move on to the next exhibition match of the night. We're going to have Emerson Orth of West Bend take on Kevin Carter of Nicolet. Your next exhibition matchup of the night from West Bend, Emerson Orth, your Nicolet Knight, Kevin Carter. Kevin Carter moving across the circle, meeting Emerson Orth. He's going to take on in this exhibition match. Shoots a little too far. He runs his feet. Got to get two hands to his leg. There he has it. Has it elevated. Got to stay on his feet and run him. Keep him on the mat, Kevin. Keep him on the mat. Turn your hips and run him to the center. Elevate and dump down hard. Elevate and dump down hard as he's trying to elevate the leg. Now he's got it up in the air. He lifts him up the... He elevates the leg up past where Orth can handle it. Gets his takedown. Takedown. Carter. We have a quick mask stoppage. Wrestlers are accustomed to going through whatever they can. You'll see some headgear stoppages in this year in the world of 2020. Now you'll get to see mass stoppages, and the referees and the wrestlers have to adjust the light. There was a break in the action. Nobody put themselves in a position to score, and there was a mask missing off of somebody. So in an effort to keep everybody safe, the referee gives Carter a chance to adjust his mask and move on. Minute 20 seconds remaining in the first period. Carter to ride. Has a far side wrist ride. Driving that wrist underneath, keeping decent, good toe pressure. Now he's just got to get his hips broken down and stay under the arms. Kevin rides along in that sit-out attempt, tries to drop him back, and he picks up that wrist. Well done. He's got to keep that wrist control, though. Can't let it go. Now he's got wrist control on the left side. He's got to roll that underneath. Keep that pressure going forward. Keep that pressure going forward with wrist control. 35 seconds remaining. Good claw ride in a spiral. Kevin throws a leg on the left side. Now he's looking for a power half. He's got to keep Orth's hips broken down as he's trying to throw this. It's tough to do from the knees. Get behind. Let's break him down and go again. 15 seconds remaining. Orth goes forward. Kevin drops off to a single, raises, runs across with a double. Lets him go. 1 point escape. Orth. Now Kevin Carter. Mask break stoppage. Have a broken mask for Mr. Carter. He's going to get changed out. Put that back on, and we're going to get back to wrestling here in momentarily. 6 seconds remaining in the first period. Having a little push just from too far away, driving across. Great pressure to finish that first period. At the end of one period, Kevin Carter of Nicolet leads 2-1. Carter with very good pressure to end that first period. Orth didn't want any part of him in there. Kevin's going to start on top again. Now let's see if we can get his hips broken down and finish with that patented half. Stopped his first move, got him broken down. Picking that near side ankle. Lift it and run. That a boy, Kevin. Now he's got to look for some wrist control using both hands. Carter with those long arms. Long and lanky is Kevin Carter. He's got that left side wrist. He's got to keep his pressure on it, rip it out across the back as he loses control. 30 seconds remaining in that second period. Got to stay off his hips. Throws across. Throw a half here, Kevin. Throw a half and get your hips up. Throw a half and get your hips up. Orth is going to try and sit back. Carter too high. And they come back to neutral here. And Carter gets him to his feet. Lift. And return for Carter. Carter rides out the entire second period. At the end of 2 periods, Carter of Nicolet leads 2-1. Carter's going to go down to start the third period, leading 2-1. Got to stay in good position. Doesn't need anything crazy. Just needs a good, solid escape and a hard start. Kevin out to the side, getting a foot on the mat. Needs to start getting hand control. Carter sits through, comes up to his feet. And he's out. Great escape from Kevin Carter. 1 point escape, Carter. Carter in on a single leg. Gets him taken down to his hands. 2 takedown, Carter. Great job by Kevin Carter. Stand, turn, shoot is the drill. Gets the hands broken apart, turns in with a single leg. Drives across, takes him to his hands, gets his 2 points. Now Carter's got him broken down to his stomach. He's got 20 seconds left. Now he's got the wrist rolled under. He's got to drive him under further. Keep driving forward, Kevin. Keep driving forward. There he goes. 5 seconds remaining in this third period. 5-1 Carter. And Carter's going to hang on to win 5-1. Winning the match by decision, a final score, 5-1 from Nicolet, Kevin Carter. Kevin Carter with a great job riding out that final 1 minute after the great escape turn in single takedown. Got wrist control underneath, was able to ride out and finish the match. We're going to have a 2-2-2 match, 2-minute first, second, and third period match coming up here between Aaron Johnson and Darren Parv. Aaron Parv of West Bend. Correction, that match is going to be scratched. Now we have Justin Schissel and Carter Henschel coming up. This again will be a 2-minute match. Henschel is a freshman, Schissel is a junior.
Yep, next from West Bend, a freshman, Carter Henschel. Your Nicolet tonight, Justin Schissel.
Justin with good hard pressure, good hard snap down. Henschel with a single coming here. Justin with a good cross face to the tricep, going around behind, gets his 2.
2 takedown, Schissel.
Schissel never stops going hard. He's working on that wrist, trying to get it out behind the back. He's got it up the middle for the jungle ride. Lost that wrist, gathers it back. Hip pressure, the name of the game for Justin. Minute and 20 seconds remaining. Looking for a tilt here. Got it tight. Getting near fall. Great tilt. Jungle tilt. Far elbow. Got him stacked up. Gets his near fall.
3 near fall. Schissel. 1 point escape. Henschel.
Justin Schissel with a great job with a tilt. Henschel comes in low on a single leg. Justin's got to get his hips back, which he's done. Got a crossface here, and Henschel's going to wind up with a takedown. Couldn't quite get the crossface secured.
Takedown, Henschel.
Justin to a seated position, working on hands. Henschel looking for a chicken wing or an armbar. Justin takes him off the top. He's got to move his hips, got to get him in the air. 30 seconds to pop his head out, which he has done. Gets his 2.
2 reversal, Schissel.
Good hard wrestling by Justin Schissel. A little bit like the Energizer Bunny, does not stop. Again, he's got that wrist tied up underneath. Jungle ride, got that tilt again. One count, got to come all the way back, get his hips down, and he's done so. Finishes out the period, no near fall.
At the end of 1 period, Schissel of Nicolet leads 7-3.
2. We're going to go 2-2-2 here, as both of these wrestlers have had plenty of time to recuperate. WIA states if you have a 2-minute match, you have to have 45 minutes in between them. They have had that. So we're going to go another 2-minute match as a fireman's carry attempt here by Henschel. Justin's got to get his hips up. Justin's got to get his hips up as he's fighting off this takedown. Good job so far. Way to get your hips back, Justin. Justin's got a crossface and peel the hands. There he's got him. Now he's got to drive his right hand back through the hole. Henschel comes up through the middle. Call it the All-American double. Schissel trying to keep that far side ankle. Gets it ripped across. Gets his hips back. Now he's got a good sprawl position. And he throws a hard quarter Nelson all the way to his back.
2 takedown, Schissel.
You saw Schissel with a real hard stuff the head. Throws that quarter Nelson in deep. Now he's got a headlock. All sorts of trouble for Mr. Henschel. Fighting off hard. Schissel got down pressure on the chest. This is looking tight. And the fall for Justin Schissel.
Winning the match by a fall in 3 minutes, 28 seconds from Nicolet, Justin Schissel.
Great job by Schissel getting his hips back, pulling the ankle across, getting his hips underneath him. Good hard quarter Nelson right to his back, finishing with a headlock. Good chest pressure. Well done by Mr. Schissel, wrestling through the entire period. We got another 2 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute match coming up for you between junior Colin Chesak out of West Bend East and freshman Benjamin Ott from Nicolet.
Your next matchup from West Bend East, Colin Chesak. Your Nicolet Knight, Benjamin Ott.
Ben in deep on a double leg off the whistle, all the way across. 2 takedown right off the whistle. 2
takedown, Ott.
Now Ott with those long arms and legs, looking for a wrist underneath. We're going to work out of bounds. Minute 37 remaining. Hard to believe that that 6-foot-plus monster out there weighs 138 pounds, but wrestling long and tall, throws a bar and a wrist, can't quite keep it, switches to a double leg, regains control. As we have 1 minute 20 seconds left. Chesak goes to his hip. Ott says, thank you very much, I'll take that arm. I'm going to lift you and take you back to the mat. Constant pressure here from Benjamin Ott. Minute 5 seconds remaining. He's got that coffee grinder high, deep half. That looks tight.
Winning the match by a fall in 1 minute 6 seconds from Nicolet, Benjamin Ott.
Ben Ott with a coffee grinder gets that arm over the head, throws a deep half. And that was it for Mr. Chesak. Once he gets those long arms deep in a half, there is not coming back from that. We've got a 2-2-2 matchup coming for you. How close are we?
We'll have a quick 5-minute break to allow for the allotted time period to elapse.
Both wrestlers ended 40 minutes ago.
They have to have 45 minutes between the matches. 5-minute quick break.
Night Vision Television, don't go anywhere. We got a 5-minute quick break. We will be back with a bunch more matches for you. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 more matches for you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nicolet Night Vision Network. As we start our next exhibition match, we'd like to take an opportunity to thank all those people that are making this possible for you. Working the cameras, the crews, the sound, the lights, everything that goes into Night Vision. Tristan Zong, Aniki Tao, Jimmy Weissman, Kat Jaglinski, Nathaniel Blumen, and Becca Fleming doing an outstanding job bringing you mat side seats to the Nicolet Night Dual Meet here with West Bend East.
Your next match for the night from Nicolet, Matthew Kiesel, West Bend East, Casey Gish.
We'd also like one more time to thank your medical staff, athletic trainer from Aurora Sports Health, head athletic trainer Marissa Strelo. She's taking on students from UW-Milwaukee, Concordia University, and Marquette. Today, we have Kaylin King from Marquette, and we have Jared Traver from UW-Milwaukee doing an outstanding job helping out your athletes, making sure they stay safe, taking care of any issues they may have, making sure they can get back on the mat, court, or field as soon as humanly possible. We'd like to thank them for all their hard work. As you can see, head coach Gus Kaufman giving his skills as a mat drying expert, getting our people back to wrestling. Gish and Kiesel going at it. Kiesel with an outside single shot. Can't quite secure it. Got double over his has those arms bundled up. Can't quite make it. Gish with an outside single. Has it elevated. Kiesel with a long single defense. Hit the wizard. Gets his hips back. Back to an underhook on the right-hand side is Kiesel. Runs Gish over with a underhook into a double leg. Got it elevated. Gish rolls through. Kiesel's got to come back. And Gish is going to wind up on top here.
2 takedown, Gish.
Kiesel's got to stay out of the roll-around stuff as Gish has no offense for him, but as you've noticed, West Bend East is a very roly-poly team. They get in tight on a defense, on a crotch lift, and then they'll roll through, let you take that shot, and then work to defend. As he's got a cross wrist ride, the elbow. And we work out of bounds with 39 seconds remaining. Gish was in trouble, locked through, hit a little roll, wound up on top as he was unable to create any offense. Lift and a slam. Matt returned with no control. "23 seconds remaining. Those are the kind of mat returns you get to see in college. Kiesel steps over the top of that inside leg, giving Gish a way out. 3, 2, 1. That's how the first period will end.
At the end of one period, Gish of West Bend leads 2-0.
Gish is going to start in the bottom position. Give Kiesel a chance to ride here. Let's see if we can't get a turn out of Kiesel. Gish working to that quad pod position. Kiesel lifts that inside leg, drives across, looking for a Turk. Gish sits through it. Here's where West Bend wants to be, and he gets his reversal.
2 takedown, Gish.
And we work out of bounds. Minute 36 seconds remaining. West Bend likes to get into that rolls. We've said it all night. They like to roll through, get into that scramble position. And we're going to look for a legs ride here. Try and ride out as much time as they can. Eric comes in. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to arch his back and try and ride Kiesel out here for the last minute 20 seconds. Cross face to the wrist. Still not out to the side. Minute 10 seconds remaining. Kiesel's got to get his head up and get back to a base. Kiesel's got to get back to his base. Gish has got to get off to the side. Neither wrestler really doing much of anything right now. .48 seconds remaining as Gish lifts an ankle back to a legs ride, still unable to do anything with it. As Gish rides out on top, 35 seconds, no advantage either wrestler. Kiesel's got his hips high, got his head, coming out the back with a half. Here he goes, 2.
2 reversal, Kiesel.
Has a cradle locked up. Head in the side, got him going to his back. Referee is counting.
Head in the side.
Two near fall, Kiesel. At the end of 2 periods, our score's tied at 4.
Kiesel with a hard finish to that period as he gets his reversal, comes out with a cradle, puts him on his back for 2 near fall, and Gish is going to give him a free ride to his feet.
1 point escape, Kiesel.
5-4 is the score. Gish in deep. coming through the middle. All-American double Kiesel's got to stay here and scramble along with him. This is where Gish wants to be, trying to step over that foot. Now he's just, both wrestlers kind of sitting in here, watch the knee here, official. Get your head tight, and Gish is going to come out with 2 points.
2 takedown, Gish.
Once again, getting into that scramble position, able to step over the leg. Got his hand scooped behind the head and able to get his points. Now he's looking for a cradle. Matthews got to cap a hand and get to his base here. One minute and 5 seconds. Kiesel's got to make a hard push here. He needs 1 to tie.
Minute to go.
1 minute remaining. Gish on top, riding those hips. Kiesel not able to get to his base. Neither wrestler really improving. Gish throws a far side half from the wrong side. Kiesel looking to sit out. Neither wrestler improving here. 35 seconds remaining. Neither wrestler really doing anything. Warning, stalling on Gish as he has not gotten off the hip.
Stalling, Gish.
No. 23 seconds remaining. Matthew Kiesel's got to go hard, everything he's got. Gish has only got 1 stall call. Kiesel with a roll through, and Gish is going to try and hang out here. He's getting near fall. Going to get 2 near fall here to seal it.
2 near fall, Gish.
3, 2, 1, and that's how the match is going to end. Little harm on the way up from Gish.
Winning the match by decision, a score 8-5 from West Bend. Casey Gish.
I'll move on to the next match of the night here.
Your next match of the night from West Bend, Crosby, Schlosser. Your Nicolet Knight, Braden Ott.
Ott, Schlosser going to go at it here. 2 minutes each period. Full 6-minute match. Schlosser tries a nice hard head snap. Braden catches him with an underhook. Looks for a single. Can't quite contain it. Braden's got his head right on the forehead of Schlosser. Now underhook on the right side. Wrist control on the left for both wrestlers. Arm drag attempt by Ott. Schlosser looking for a throw here. Doesn't want to get in a shootout with Ott. Schlosser with a trip attempt. Can't quite secure it. Snap down by Schlosser. Braden okay in here yet. Inside trip attempt by Schlosser. Braden comes out. Roll through attempt. He comes into the heel. Braden's got to elevate here. Roll around position that we've been talking about all night. The referee's going to award the 2 here.
2 takedown, Schlosser.
Now Schlosser's got the legs turked as he has stepped between the legs of Braden, got his hips the wrong way, and working a crossface. 40 seconds remaining in the first period. Now Schlosser looking for a wing. He's still got that arm trapped. Now let's go with the leg. Now let's see what happens here. Come on, Braden, we got to push that arm forward. You got to get your arm back. 20 seconds remaining in the first period. Schlosser holding that arm bar. Can't quite do anything with it. Braden's got to come up to a base and get his feet underneath him. 3, 2, 1. That's how the first period's going to end.
At the end of one period, Schlosser of West Bend leads 2-0.
Braden's going to have choice here. He's going to defer his choice to the third period. Schlosser's going to go down. Pretty safe to say everybody in the building knows that we've got a cradle coming here from Braden. He can cradle from anywhere on anyone. Schlosser's going to sit on his base and wait for it to happen. Try and avoid it. Braden hangs over a little too much. Big lift from Braden, not in a return to the mat. Good and under control. Braden with a high lift, throws the feet, catches him on the way down, and brings him back down. Schlosser back on his belly. Braden starting to work on the top. Schlosser back on his belly. Braden keeps going to get a wrist control or a cradle crossface style. Almost has it locked up. Has that heel pulled across his butt. 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. They're going to work out of bounds. Minute 3 seconds. Schlosser's up 2-0. Braden's where he wants to be. Very, very, very good on top. As I said, can cradle just about anyone from just about anywhere. Schlosser to his feet, going to get his escape.
One point escape, Schlosser.
Braden's got to pick up the pace here a little bit. 50 seconds. Both wrestlers try for an arm drag. Neither one can get it. That looks like 2. Not sure where the 2 was not given. Both wrestlers with an arm drag attempt. Lateral drop attempt by Schlosser. Can't contain it. Braden comes out with 2 legs. They're facing in. Referee doesn't award 2. Braden out with a slide by, got an underhook, throws him past. They go out of bounds. 28 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining in the period. Five seconds remaining as Braden is going to finish the second period down 3-0.
At the end of 2 periods, Schlosser, West Bend leads 3-0.
Tough call there at the middle of that second period as they worked out of bounds. Nonetheless, Braden down 3-0. Got to work hard to come back here. Schlosser with a little bit of a tight waist. Braden comes up with a Granby attempt. Schlosser's going to hang on here. Braden's going to get his escape. Now he's got to go.
1 point escape, out.
Shot from too far away. Braden goes around the corner, has a crossface. There's the takedown.
2 takedown, out.
Now Braden's got the tricep pulled tight. He's got to keep working on it. See what Schlosser has from the bottom. We are tied at 3. Minute 25 seconds remaining. Braden looking for a legs ride of his own. Let's see what he can do with it. Minute 5 seconds remaining here. Schlosser not off his belly yet this period. Braden lifting that near side ankle. Schlosser still not off his belly yet. Warning, stalling Schlosser.
Warning, stalling Schlosser.
Braden riding hard, 45 seconds left, grinding on Schlosser. Schlosser unable to pull his face off the mat. Schlosser to his feet. Braden looking to try and return him. Picks a single to his back. 30 seconds, just has to maintain. Schlosser on his back and in trouble. Braden's got 20 seconds to hang out here. 15, he's got to keep him here on his back. Coach is telling him, hang on tight. Schlosser content to lay there. Schlosser's not going to get off his back here. 3 near fall odds. Winning the match by a decision, score 6-3 from Nicolet, Braden Ott. Your next exhibition match of the night from West Bend, Nick Roush, your Nicolet Knight, Keenan Connell. One more time here on Nicolet Night Vision Network. We'd like to thank the young men and women on the cameras and on the boards today, bringing you mat side seats here in the Nicolet Night Gymnasium. Tristan Zong, Aniki Tao, Jimmy Weissman as Key Connell with a takedown. 2 takedown, Connell. Jimmy Weissman, as I was saying, Kat Jaglinski, Nathaniel Blumen, and Becca Fleming doing an outstanding job giving you the sights and sounds. Your Nicolet Knights take on the West Bend East Suns. Key Connell with a crossface, picking that near side ankle. Great job getting his hips back. He's got to pull that tricep across. Now he switches off to the wrist control. Far knee, far ankle. Got to drive him off his base, which he's done. Minute, 10 seconds remaining. In the first period, Key's got that near side ankle trap, drives across again and gathers in a wrist. Well done. He's got to throw a half with his left arm under the arm over the head. He's working that wrist hard. Throw that half, Key. Come on, buddy. 45 seconds remaining in the first period. He bouncing side to side. He's got to stay behind. 30 seconds remaining in the first period. One-point Roush, technical violation, illegal locked hands, Connell. Technical violation, Connell, as you saw when Roush sat the hole and tried to roll to his side. He locked his hands, got him. Anytime you are in the position of control on top, your hands touch, they lock. If your hand touches your forearm, your elbow, fingertip to fingertip, you have locked hands. It's illegal when you're on top. Key has got to get his hips up here as he's in danger of giving up points. 5 seconds. There's the reversal. 2 reversal Roush. 2 near fall Roush. At the end of one period, Roush of West Bend leads 5-2. 1 minute, second period here. Roush got his choice. He's going to go down. He dangerously close to that locked hands again. He's got to keep his hands apart, work on a wrist and a half. His bread and butter. Got to get off to the side here. Create pressure across an angle. Now he's got the half on the right-hand side. .30 seconds remaining here. Neither wrestler able to secure an advancement move. Roush rolls Key off the top, throws a half, and he's going to get his reversal. 2 reversal Roush. Now Key kicks it into high gear, sits out to the front, drives in on a double leg, gets those 2 points back. 2
reversal, Connell.
Connell finishes the period on top. Good hard wrestling right to the whistle.
At the end of 2 periods, Roush of West Bend leads 7-4.
And here head coach Gus Kaufman in the corner saying, Key, we're going to go neutral. You're going to take him down, let him up, take him down, let him up. He's got to kick it into high gear here. He only has 1 minute to do it. Deep high crotch. 2 takedown, Connell.
2 takedown, Connell.
Not following the plan that Coach Kaufman laid forth.
2 reversals. Roush win the match by a fall in 3 minutes, 20 seconds. From West Bend, Nick Roush.
Key not following the plan set forward. Take him down, let him up. Got his hips off to the side, tried to pull him on top of himself. Wound up getting caught and stuck. Gonna move on here. We're gonna get Alex Gonzalez, a junior out of West Bend, and a sophomore, Jack Albert from Nicolet.
Up next from West Bend, a junior, Alex Gonzalez. Your Nicolet, and a sophomore, Jack Albert.
Jack Albert does a great job of keeping hand control, trying to move forward, circling. He's got to move forward as Gonzalez tries a snap down. Jack pushes the hand off his head, drives forward. Needs a little bit better head position. His head's got to come up. And on a double leg, drives across, switches to a single, runs the corner, stepped across. There's his takedown for Albert.
2 takedown, Albert. One point escape, Gonzalez.
Gonzalez with a shot attempt. Jack drags it by. Little arm drag. He's got his right arm trapped underneath. He's got to keep his hips up. And he gets driven across the balance point. Gonzalez gets his takedown.
2 takedown, Gonzalez.
Jack's got to keep his feet moving as he got him still. He got driven across his balance point. Gonzalez secures a takedown. 40 seconds remaining here in the first period. Jack's got to work to his base, keep coming up. Got to keep his head off the mat. And Gonzalez with that legs ride. See what he can do with it. Jack's got to get long here as Gonzalez is going to start to get some near fall. Gonzalez is going to get the full complement of 3 here.
3 near fall, Gonzalez. At the end of 1 period, Gonzalez of East leads 6-2.
Green's going to have his choice. Albert's going to defer his choice to the 3rd period. Gonzalez is going to take down. Gonzalez keeps sitting back, coming up to a quad pod position if he can. Albert chops the wrist in, but he's a little too high. Going to slide off the top as Gonzalez sneaks out the back door, gets his 1.
1 point escape, Gonzalez.
Albert takes a long reach-in single, doesn't get 2 hands to it. Gonzalez drives across, gets his 2.
2 takedown, Gonzalez.
Albert in a world of hurt here. Gonzalez has a cradle, gets his head popped free. Going to get his complement of 3 near fall, though.
Three near fall, Gonzalez.
Gonzalez drives across, catches that cradle, winds up on his back.
At the end of 2 periods, Gonzalez of West Bend leads 10-2.
start on our feet here from Jack Albert as he's going to look for that 2-on-1. He's been in a couple of times on some shots. He just can't finish him. He's got to run his feet to him. Jack's right elbow's too high. Got to work the inside position, get his head in the chest of Mr. Gonzalez, get to his shots. He's got to take him to his back here. He's down 8. Gonzalez with a shot in, off to a single. Albert's going to give up a shot here. He's got a whizzer, and now Gonzalez runs to a cradle, has that locked up. Gets his takedown. 2 takedown, Gonzalez. Jack in trouble here on his back and a fall. Winning the match by a fall in 3 minutes, 52 seconds from West Bend, Alex Gonzalez. Jack got himself in trouble by stopping his feet, didn't quite finish his shots, didn't run the corner, got stuck in a cradle, and Mr. Gonzalez finished the match with a fall. Your next match for the night from West Bend, Dylan Glenicki. Your Nicolet Night, Ty Buck. Glenicki and Buck going at it right now on an exhibition match. As you see, Ty with a 2 wrist control comes up to a collar tie. Glenicki duck under slide by attempt, gets it all the way to the mat. 2 takedown, Glenicki. Buck back to his feet. Back arch and a throw there from Glenicki to return Buck to the mat. Buck has to get hand control. Comes up with a Granby roll. Beautiful by Ty Buck. Re-energized him there a little bit. 1 point escape, Buck. Buck with a snap down. Little too deep. He's got to get his right arm back. Head in the hole. And he tries to jump around the corner. Glenicki throws his arm in the air. Catches him on the spin cycle. 2 takedown, Glenicki. Now Glenicki with a deep half. Buck going to his back here. That looks tight, and that's a fall for Glenicki. Winning the match by a fall in 1 minute, 8 seconds from West Bend, Dylan Glenicki. We've got 2 matches left for you tonight. We got Ben Ott and Logan Greger, followed by Kevin Carter and Stephen Henry. As we wait for the West Bend East wrestler to get ready, he wasn't quite sure it was his turn to go. One more time, thanking the students that get Nicolet Night Vision Network to you. Tristan Zong, Aniki Tao, Jimmy Weissman, Kat Jaglinski, Nathaniel Blumen, and Becca Fleming doing an outstanding job on the cameras, on the boards, bringing you those mat side seats here for Nicolet Wrestling. Up next from West Bend, Logan Greger, your Nicolet Night, Benjamin Ott. Ben Ott runs Greger out of bounds as he took a shot from a little too far away. You can hear the corner saying, bring your hips on the shot, bring your hips on the shot. You've got legs that are 6 feet long. You really have to lower your level, get your head underneath, and drive through. Ben with a shuck attempt, can't quite get it. He's got that inside ankle. Ben Ott coming in with a hard head snap, and the mask comes off the face of Mr. Greger. The coach is saying, Ben, don't reach. Ben, don't reach. I know you have arms that can reach the other bench, but don't reach. Stay in tight, close the gap. That's the second time Mr. Greger has not had his foot on the starting stripe. Big snap down by Ben Ott. Gotta go again, gotta go again. Spin cycle, snaps him fast. Can't quite secure it, but he's got a cradle locked up. As a cradle locked up, Gregor's got his leg pinched. Ben's got to focus on getting his takedown here. 50 seconds remaining. He's got that cradle locked up, but he's not quite able to get it here. Lets it go, reaches inside. And we work out of bounds. 42 seconds remaining. Gregor surviving, foot not on the stripe one more time. Gregor surviving that cradle attempt by Ben Ott. And a hard collar tie to a knee pick.
2 takedown Ott.
Benjamin Ott with a hard collar tie reaches inside with those long arms, catches behind the knee, runs him over, gets his takedown. 20 seconds remaining here in the first period. He's got to get his hips back just a little bit. Now he's got a half in deep. Now he's got to get out to the side. Lost that. Looking for a cradle. Can't quite secure it, and they work out of bounds. 1 second remaining. One second remaining. Ben's got to have a good hard start. Stop the first move, and he does.
At the end of one period, Ben Ott of Nicolet leads 2-0.
Ben Ott
Ott
have his choice here. He's going to defer that. And to the a third hard period. collar tie to a knee pick. Gregor's going to go
2.
down.
Rommel coming to his feet. Albert's got 3.
And Ott stops his first move, has wrist control, a deep tight waist. Those long arms wrapped all the way around the opposite side of the body, almost up to Mr. Gregor's spine there. See, Ben's got wrist control on one side, comes across the top, Gregor to his feet, and he's going to get his escape. Gregor dives in on a bad shot.
1 point escape, Gregor. 2 takedown, Gregor.
Ben let that go a little too quick. Gregor with a bad shot, not quite able to stop it. Now we're going to see what Gregor can do with the legs ride, aside from sitting on top of it. That elbow is all the way across. That was a full Nelson as well. 2, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to run out of time in the second period. Mr. Gregor not able to do anything with that legs ride.
At the end of 2 periods, Gregor of West Bend leads 3-2.
Little bit dicey on that legs ride half from Mr. Gregor. Once that arm comes across the shoulder, that's the 4th time Mr. Gregor's foot was not on the line. Bad shot by Gregor. Ben's got to get his hips down, which he's done. Drive his hips away. Drive those hips away. Gregor just running in with his knees. Can't quite secure it yet. Ben's got to get his feet back. Drive those hips away. 30 seconds remaining. Oh, and Ben's got a shin whizzer here. Can't quite hang on to it. Gonna get the 2 for Gregor.
2 takedown, Gregor.
15 seconds remaining. Gregor's gonna throw those legs in again and not do anything with them. Ben's got to swim his head, take him to his back. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and that's how the match will end.
Winning the match by a decision and a final score of 5-2 from West Bend, Logan Gregor.
Tough match there for Ben Ott. Started out great, wound up getting into a tight position. Had a rough legs ride put in. Wasn't able to get anything accomplished with it, but he was not able to come out of it. Winds up losing 5-2. Final matchup of the night here. Final exhibition matchup.
Your final exhibition matchup of the night from West Bend, Stephen Henry. Your Nicolet Knight, Kevin Carter.
Let's see if Kevin Carter can stamp the end of this dual meet with an exclamation point. Moving forward as is Carter, looking for wrist control, elbows in. Drives to a underhook, can't contain it. Kevin Carter pushing forward, Henry with a dive-in shot. Carter stuffs the head. Carter with a 2-on-1, getting good head position, still driving forward. Got Henry on his heels the whole time here. Carter's got to keep that pressure up. There it is. Carter's got Mr. Henry stood up. Henry again on a dive shot. Carter's got to get his feet back. He's got it back so far. Crossface and whizzer. He's got his head down, and he's going to secure it here. 2 takedown, Mr. Carter.
2 takedown, Carter.
Nice job by Kevin Carter getting his hips back, running a whizzer, stuffing the head right at the edge of the mat, keeping his feet in bounds, driving Mr. Henry in. Kevin's got that leg stepped way up, looking for a tilt here. Can't quite get it, so he's going to move up, grab some wrist. 37 seconds remaining. Digging that left side wrist out. Got it across the back. Got to keep the pressure on. Got to get his left elbow in the middle of the back. Lost that wrist. $20 seconds remaining. Kevin Carter trying to ride out the end of this first period. 5 seconds remaining. And he's going to get it accomplished here. At the end of one period, Kevin Carter of Nicolet leads 2-0. Kevin Carter with a great job riding out to the end of that first period. Going to re-secure his mask here. He broke another one. Henry going to take neutral. He got walked all over the mat by Mr. Carter to start with. Took a couple of shots. Kevin was able to fight it off. Stuff the head, throw a whizzer, and get his takedown. Let's see if we can't have another good period out of Kevin Carter on his feet. Good snap down by Carter. He's got to get his feet out of the way, though. Underhook on the left side. Good reshot. Got his head to the side, running the corner. Keep him in bounds, Kevin. Nice job. 2 takedown.
2 takedown, Carter.
Kevin Carter does a great job of keeping his feet running, moving to the corner, running to the side, got him taken down in bounds. Henry to his feet. Carter's going to step inside, gets him tripped and taken back down. 20 seconds remaining in the second period. Kevin's got a lift here, and he's going to give Henry a point.
1 point escape, Henry.
Kevin in with his long arms to a double legs, but he's got to bring his hips with him. Can't just reach. 1, and we're going to run out of time in the second period. Kevin with another snap down right at the end. He's got to get his feet out of the way.
End of 2 periods. Carter of Nicolet leads 4-1.
Carter's going to go down to start this final frame, looking for a point escape and go back to work on his feet. 4-1 is the score. Henry picking an ankle. Carter's got a foot on the mat. He's got to keep his head up, though. Henry locks a cradle. Carter hooks the head. He's got to get his hips down. Got to get his hips down. Pick a hand. He's got to pick the hands and get his legs long. And Henry takes them all the way over. No near fall awarded. And Carter with an escape as he finishes wrestling all the way through. 1 point escape, Carter. Carter with a snap down.
2 takedown, Carter.
Carter wrestling hard right to the end. 20 seconds remaining. Comes to his feet. Good hard snap down. Now he's got a half. Running him to his back. That's deep. That's tight. 8 seconds remaining. Finish this here, Kevin. Come on, buddy. 3, 2, tight. Got it with the exclamation point.
Winning the match via fall in 3 minutes, 58 seconds from Nicolet, Kevin Carter. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at Nicolet High School for tonight's duel meet between West Bend East and
2
Nicolet.
tight. Got it with the exclamation point.
Winning the match via fall in 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on Nicolet Night Vision Network. We will see you next time Nicolet takes on an opponent here at home. Thank you for joining us.